I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. You ain't getting shit.
If this is the type of content you enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more intense courtroom situations like this. Now let's jump back into the video, because this case is especially intense. What we're watching here is a heated courtroom clash involving a mother who is refusing to pay the child support this man is legally owed, and trust me when I say this, she completely falls apart during this hearing. Toward the end, she has a full-on breakdown and starts firing off excuse after excuse. Meanwhile, the father stays relatively calm and honestly handles the situation extremely well. He keeps his composure, doesn't lose his cool, and even has friends join the Zoom call near the end to show him support, but here's the real twist: the mother has already lost custody of her children. I don't know exactly what caused that, but now she's facing a bill of over $3,000, and she's doing everything in her power to dodge it. You can feel the tension from start to finish, and by the end, things become incredibly messy and dramatic. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's go ahead and dive in to see how this all unfolds.
Has the mother made any direct payments to you for the support of the children?
No, sir.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
No extra information. Well, you know what? She did. My son did run away when he was in the summer of before he turned 18, and then he went to go live with his brother. So that would that's what he did, and so he's lived with his brother for I'd say about 7, 8 months. I can't remember the exact time. It's been a long time.
It's been a year.
And did you agree during that time frame for the child to live with someone else?
Yeah,
No.
to live with his brother.
No.
Ms. Hagwood, no one's asking you a question right now.
And just to confirm, sir, about how long did the child live with the other sibling?
It's about 7 or 8 months, I believe. I am kind of off. Like I said, it's been a very long time.
Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Sherry Ann Baldwin.
I'm sorry, is your last name also Hagwood?
That's my maiden name, and it's Haygood.
Haygood. Okay, thank you, ma'am. As it relates to the child support judgment, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $2,367.20 as of March 31st, 2024. I'm requesting that you pay that back at $150 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
Explain to the court why you're not in agreement to the amount that you owe.
Well, I got a phone call.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting some seriously bad vibes from the Sherry Hagwood woman. The judge is clearly not impressed with her at all. She interrupts him right here, and that alone tells you a lot. Also, I can't help but notice how the guy's friend is sitting in the bottom right corner of the screen, just quietly watching everything go down. Let me know what you think so far, because honestly, this is pretty entertaining to watch. Just looking at the guy in the top right corner, you can tell by his demeanor that he's calm, steady, and doesn't seem like he's hiding anything. Meanwhile, she keeps cutting him off and trying to steer the story in a different direction. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's jump back in to hear what she says next.
February 1st of 2022 from my oldest son, who is, Lewis isn't the father, Dylan Haygood. And he told me that my son Lewis is there. He's been thrown out. And he doesn't know what to do. So I start helping. Lewis comes over here and he's staying with me for a few weeks. He's staying with his brother. And then finally he moves in with me April 1st of 22. And he's been away from his father ever since. Me and his brother's been caring for him, his eyeglasses, his doctor's appointments, getting him to court. I have documentation from the court stating that he was with me and his brother, probation officers that are willing to whatever y'all need them to write up. But I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for.
And during that time, thank
that's
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And during that time frame, when the child started to reside with you, did you petition the court to change the child support to reflect
Yes,
that
sir.
the child was living with you?
Yes, sir. I called y'all immediately and I emailed the court paper that I had stating that he was living with his brother. And then I went and got the lady told me to do this.
Ms. Haygood?
The whatever child support officer I spoke with told me to go file this with the courts, and it's my name is Sherry Ann Baldwin. I am the mother and the child of Luis Mendoza. He has resided with me since April 1st, 2022, and is currently residing in Johnson County, and it's signed and dated.
Again,
And
Ms.
then,
Haggard, Ms.
pardon
Haggard,
me.
the question that was asked is, did you petition the court to change the child support amount? Now, did you file a paperwork stating that the child was living with you? My question was, did you petition the court to request that the child support be changed to reflect that the child was residing with you?
Yes, sir, I did.
What's their case number, ma'am?
Well, I called y'all and told you that he was living with me and not the father. She told me to send in the paperwork that I had, so I did. And then she said she had 190 days to contact the father and that y'all would get a hold of me. And then she said that they froze the funds. And so I don't know.
I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this at all. She's very clearly being dishonest, and I can't tell if she's pretending not to understand or if she genuinely thinks this explanation works. Either way, it sounds ridiculous. If you want to change child support payments, refusing to pay isn't going to fix anything. You have to contact the court, file the proper paperwork, and get it officially approved. If you don't, the payments continue to stack up, and it only ends up making you look worse. So I don't know if she's truly ignorant or just acting clueless, but this whole situation feels suspicious. I understand the guy mentioned that the child went to live with his brother, but even in that situation, you still need to notify the court that if you don't take care of it the right way, you end up paying for things you shouldn't be paying for. Whether she's right or wrong, none of this is making sense to me. It really doesn't add up. Let's see if she has anything else to say that clears this up, because so far, it's not convincing at all. Let's jump back in.
You owe a total of $849.32 as of March 31st, 2024, and requesting that you pay that back at $50 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
And could you explain to the court why you're not in agreement to paying that amount?
Because I feel like I was the one caring for his needs. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. I don't have extra money like that. I can't be taking him to the eye doctor and to appointments and feeding him and clothing him and paying him his father child support.
And just to confirm, ma'am, when you say that you're paying the father child support for a child that's residing with you, when exactly did you pay those amounts to the father?
I have documentation of every child support payment I ever made, and I have documentation of it.
And ma'am,
And
were you able to review
pardon?
the report that was provided on the screen as it relates to
I
the
couldn't
child
really
support payment?
see. I couldn't really see. But
And
I
would you like
stopped
me to
paying
so that
after April
April of what year, ma'am?
22. I stopped paying, and that's when I went and got the documentation that he was living with me full time.
All right, we have to understand one thing. The Attorney General's office is not the court. You can ask the AG's office to do a lot of stuff. You can ask them questions. You can ask them to file something for you that might help you, but they're not the court.
If you've been divorced that long, you absolutely know that any changes involving child support or custody have to go through the court. That's just how it works. I would think most people understand that you can't just decide on your own to stop paying. Up until now, she's been somewhat tolerable, but in this next part of the clip, she completely loses control. She starts going off, and the judge is about to shut it down immediately. Let's finish this out and see what both of them say, because things are about to get wild.
And it's almost like nothing ever happened because the AG has discretion to do what they like, which means they could file something or they could not file something. They didn't file anything. Separately, what you're supposed to do is file something with the court, and nothing was ever filed with the court. I don't work for the AG's office. The judges in the courthouse don't work for the AG's office. So you can tell me all day long that you talk to the AG's office, but that's not the court. So I can't modify your order. You were responsible to modify your own order if the AG didn't want to help you, or if you wanted to do it on your own. It's very simple to do, and that hasn't happened. So you owe these arrears. It's a very small amount. You owe the full amounts that are owed. You decided not to make payments, So you owe $2,367.20, payable at $150 a month, and medical support arrears of $849.32, payable at $50 a month. If there's money on hold, then they will try to forward that towards those amounts. And then if there's any remaining balance, then those are the monthly payments. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You ain't getting shit. You
Hey,
ain't
good.
getting
You want me to find you in contempt of court? Miss Haygood, I can fine you $50 for contempt of court for cussing in my court. So please, don't act like a child. We don't need
I
to.
thought I was off. I thought I hit the button. I'm sorry.
Okay, be respectful. All right, y'all can press leave to exit.
That was honestly painful to watch. And to be realistic, I don't think she's ever going to pay that money. This case happened a long time ago, and I couldn't find any updates, but I think we can all guess how it probably ended. She likely let it default, and this guy never actually received that money. That being said, after watching the entire case, I do feel a bit torn. I don't think he necessarily deserves the full $3,000. Maybe part of it, but if the child wasn't even living with him, that does raise some questions. Still, that's not really the main issue here. Her behavior was completely out of line. Even if you think you're muted, speaking like that in front of a judge is reckless. You never know what could happen, and as we saw here, the mic was unmuted. A $50 fine for that kind of outburst honestly feels way too low. It was completely unnecessary. She directly undermined the judge by saying she wasn't going to pay after he told her the amount owed, which made the situation look even worse. But that's how it played out. She's clearly unstable, and honestly, it's not hard to imagine how she lost custody in the first place. That's going to wrap things up for this video. If you have any thoughts or feedback, drop a comment. I'll be responding to every single one. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'm putting out as much as I can because I genuinely enjoy reacting to cases like these. Thanks for watching, take care.